Hey guys, it's Chloe, and for my vlog discussion, I will be doing Leslie Anderson's Seduced by Perfect Pitch, How Autotune Conquered Pop Music. Her introduction includes a very big pop culture celebrity, Kesha, who is one of the most biggest celebrities that has been like a trend since like 2010. But the problem or the controversy about her songs and her music is that it was heavily based with autotune, and even music albums that she introduced as the most real, her without autotune, include autotune in her album. After reading that introduction, you have a foundation of how significant autotune is in the music industry. Even really big artists like Kesha utilizes those types of synthesizers that alter a person's voice to make them sound more perfect pitch. Tons of other icons in the music industry use autotune. There's three levels. There's people who really take advantage of autotune and use it a lot in their productions, and there's people who only use it sometimes and like very subtle, and there's people who don't use it at all. So there's very big icons that use it. There's Cher, T-Pain, Taylor Swift, probably many more artists that you know. Throughout the passage, there was two perspectives on autotune: people who really dislike autotune and people who continue to use it. For example, on page 224, they included how indie rock producer Steve Albini, who's recorded bands like the Pixies and Nirvana, has said he thought the song was mindfully awful, talking about Believe by Cher, which is one of the biggest songs that included autotune for the first time. And he was aghast to see people he respected seduced by autotune. Quote, "One by one, I could see that my friends had gone zombie. This horrible piece of music with this ugly soon-to-be cliche was now being discussed as something that was awesome. It made my heart fall." But then in other types of example that he introduced, on page 225, the author included that she once asked a studio guy in Toronto, how many people don't use autotune? And he said, "You and Nelly Furtado are the only two people who've never used it in here." But Nelly Furtado decided to contradict herself in 2012 when she released the album The Spirit Indestructible, and its lead single was doused in massive levels of autotune. For me personally, I prefer the subtle use of autotune rather than the over usage of it, like in Cher and T-Pain. I'd rather listen to something live and hear it the same way I do on the radio than hearing something live and hearing like a completely different song than that I hear usually. I feel like I fall in love more with performances that are live and raw and really show emotion. I feel like it's more captivating towards the audience, and I've seen examples on media where certain celebrities in the music industry sound completely different than when they do on the radio than how they do live, and it really changes the perceptions of the audience and their fans, and I feel like it kind of feels more disconnected between the singer and their fans.